Most men believe that to win a woman's heart, you have to constantly shower her with attention, compliments, and affection. But here's the reality. Too much of anything, even attention, can backfire. There's a different approach, one rooted in real psychological principles, that flips the script. Instead of constantly chasing, you can use subtle psychological tactics to make her chase you. This isn't about manipulation. It's about understanding human behavior and using it to your advantage. Today I'm going to reveal some powerful psychological tricks to make women naturally more attracted to you. These strategies are based on psychology, proven time and time again to work in modern relationships. Listen closely, because mastering these concepts can change your approach to attraction entirely. 1. The power of absence, creating scarcity. Psychologically speaking, we value what's scarce. The less available something is, the more we tend to want it. This is known as the scarcity principle. It's why limited edition products sell out, why hard to get people are seen as more desirable, and why being less available can make you more attractive. So how does this apply to relationships? When you're constantly around, always available at her beck and call, you diminish your value in her eyes. But when you create a bit of distance, when you're not always reachable, you become more intriguing. You're no longer a guaranteed option. Now she has to wonder about you, think about you, and eventually miss you. The key here is balance. You don't want to vanish completely, but by strategically creating a bit of absence, you make her crave your presence. Give her space to miss you, and watch how she starts seeking your attention instead. 2. The push-pull technique. Building desire. Another effective psychological trick is the push-pull technique. This involves alternating between showing interest and pulling back, creating a dynamic of unpredictability. Here's how it works. One moment, you're warm and engaging, giving her attention. Then the next moment, you pull back slightly. Maybe you're busy, or you don't respond to her message right away. This creates a push-pull dynamic that keeps her emotionally engaged. Why does this work? Because people are naturally drawn to unpredictability. When she doesn't know what to expect from you, it keeps her on her toes, and that keeps her thinking about you. It's the emotional roller coaster effect. Highs and lows create intensity, and intensity is often mistaken for love or deep attraction. The push-pull technique plays with this psychological need for unpredictability. When used correctly, it makes her more emotionally invested because she's never entirely sure where she stands with you. That uncertainty keeps her interested. 3. The principle of reward and withdrawal. Psychologists have found that intermittent reinforcement, where rewards are given at unpredictable intervals, creates stronger emotional attachment than consistent rewards. This is why behaviors reinforced sporadically are harder to break. It's the same reason why slot machines are so addictive. You never know when you're going to win, so you keep playing. You can apply this principle to attraction. If you constantly shower her with attention, she'll start to take it for granted. But if you give her attention sporadically, sometimes being very attentive, other times being distant, you create a sense of anticipation. She won't know when you'll be giving her that validation, so she'll be more eager to seek it out. Think of it like this. If you give a woman everything she wants all the time, she'll quickly lose interest. But if you give her just enough to keep her intrigued, while also pulling back occasionally, you create a cycle of desire where she's always looking forward to the next moment of connection with you. 4. Use non-reactive behavior to show confidence. Confidence is incredibly attractive, but it's not just about standing tall or speaking assertively. True confidence is reflected in how little you're affected by external events. This is called non-reactive behavior. When you're non-reactive, you don't let little things, like a delayed text response or a slight disinterest from her, shake your composure. You remain calm, collected, and unfazed. Here's the psychology behind it. Women are naturally drawn to men who are confident in themselves. When you show non-reactive behavior, you're signaling that you're emotionally stable and self-assured. You're not desperate for her attention, and that makes you stand out from other men who are constantly trying to impress her. Think about the man who gets upset because she didn't text back right away, versus the man who remains cool and continues focusing on his life. The first man shows insecurity, the second shows confidence. And confidence, especially the quiet kind that doesn't need validation, is incredibly magnetic. 5. The mystery effect. Be a little elusive. One of the most powerful psychological triggers is curiosity. When people don't know everything about you, they're more likely to be intrigued. It's human nature to want to solve puzzles, to seek out answers. By maintaining a bit of mystery in your interactions, you can keep her thinking about you long after the conversation is over. This doesn't mean playing hard to get in an obvious way, but rather, not revealing everything about yourself too quickly. When you're a bit more reserved, when you share less up front, you create an aura of intrigue. She'll start wondering what's beneath the surface, what your story is, and that curiosity will draw her closer. Psychologically, this is called the Zynic Effect, where people remember incomplete tasks or unfinished stories more than completed ones. By being a little elusive, by not giving everything away right away, you create an unfinished story in her mind, one that she'll want to complete. 6. The emotional echo, mirror. Her emotions. A subtle psychological trick that works wonders in building attraction is emotional mirroring. This involves subtly matching her emotional tone during your interactions. If she's excited, you show excitement. If she's calm, you remain calm. This creates a subconscious connection because people are naturally drawn to those who reflect their emotions. It makes them feel understood and validated. But here's where it gets interesting. While mirroring her emotions helps build rapport, it's important to also lead her emotions when the moment is right. For example, if she's feeling uncertain or stressed, and you maintain calmness and stability, you can guide her emotions toward a more positive state. This creates a strong emotional bond, because she'll associate you with feeling good. This psychological trick taps into the concept of emotional contagion, where people tend to mimic the emotions of those around them. By reflecting her emotions and then subtly guiding them, you can build a deeper connection and make her feel more attracted to you. 7. Focus on your own purpose. The ultimate attraction tool. Attraction isn't just about how you interact with her, it's also about how you live your life. One of the most attractive traits in a man is his sense of purpose. When you're focused on your own goals and passions, you exude an energy that's incredibly magnetic. Women are naturally drawn to men who are driven, who have a mission, and who don't let distractions derail them. This is a psychological principle known as the law of attraction. When you're passionate about something, that energy radiates outward and draws people toward you. It's the difference between a man who's aimless and a man who's on a mission. The latter is always more attractive because he represents strength, focus, and direction. When you prioritize your purpose over everything else, including chasing women, you automatically make yourself more desirable. Women can sense when a man has his priorities straight, and that confidence in your own path makes you stand out. So there you have it. Real psychological tricks to make women naturally more attracted to you. These aren't about manipulation. They're about understanding human behavior and using it to create genuine attraction. By mastering the power of absence, the push-pull dynamic, non-reactive confidence, and focusing on your own purpose, you can flip the script and have women chasing you. Remember, attraction isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things. Stay focused, stay grounded, and let her come to you.